What was the worst part, or what is the worst part about having this disease? Okay, so forget the fact that this disease, a lot of people see it as a death sentence. I don't, but a lot of people see it as a death sentence. The hardest thing for me is how I change personalities without knowing. I told a story about my birthday where I turned on everybody because of this Christmas birthday present. And it had nothing to do with the birthday present itself. It was the meaning that my head translated, that nobody in our house believed I was going to survive to use this present I actually wanted. But I've got it, and okay, I've now had this present and I've used it once. So joke's back on me now, because despite the fact I said I'd use it all the time, I've only used this present once. Now I've got it. The coffee machine, which I complained about, I use every day. So there's that. The hardest thing for me is I think for me, the disease is easy to go through. It's a lot harder on the people around you. I feel like I have a degree of control over what's happening, but the people around you have no control over what's happening. They see the change. They see my personality change to a monster, the Jekyll and Hyde scenario. And although we make jokes about it now, at the time, it's not funny. It isn't funny. Nobody deserves to be shouted at when they're just trying to take care of you. The hardest thing for me going through this is that my family around me. I hate the fact they have to go through this. I would happily take the cancer cross and put it on my shoulders and carry it for anybody, whoever, because it's not a nice thing to go for. And if I could take that away from somebody, I'd happily make that choice. Easy. It's not a choice even to be had. I would happily make that choice and take that burden because I believe I can control it. It's the people around me that they have to face you changing. They have to face a disease that they can't help you with. They have to support you through the good and the bad, and that's horrible, absolute horrible for the people around you. So my personal hard thing about this whole journey is being horrible to the people around me, and I'll never forgive myself. That's something I've never been able to let go. And if I stop for a minute and think about all the times I've yelled at somebody, I've yelled at Belinda for nothing. I've yelled at Josh for absolutely nothing. I've yelled at Sophie for absolutely nothing. It breaks my heart. It really does. The most recent one, I think I told this in a story, was Josh had put a colander into the microwave with a bit of onion in it. Just a bit of fucking onion. Would have taken me half a second to take this bit of onion out. And he missed it, bless him. But at that point, I ripped his head off. So it breaks my heart thinking about that. And I think I apologised to Josh about 40 times since then. Just randomly, I say, Josh, I'm so sorry for that incident. He's cool about it. He's absolutely fine. That's who Josh is. He's a cool lad and he gets it. But in my head, I was awful to him. And I'll never forgive myself for that. So I think that's the hardest part of this journey. It's pushing people away, pushing your closest people away from you that are just trying to help. And what's even harder at that point is I don't know I'm doing it. I don't see the change. Everybody else does. I don't see the change. And then comes the joke, Rob, take your pills. But then I get pissed off because I'm saying, look, I'm not a child. Stop making me take my tablets. I don't want to take my spoonful of sugar. I'm a man, I'm a grown-up, but jokes aside, it's hardest on them. So I thank everybody that supported me through this.